Yo, what is up, everyone? So we got a package from Lasfit. They sent us their 2021 to 2023 Jeep Wrangler switch panel. We got the, I believe, kit A. It's just the black switch. Hopefully we can get the one later on. So let's get this out of the package. You open the package, you have their instructions manual, the actual switch panel. This switch panel is supposed to be fully OEM for the most part, like be the same colors and all of that stuff. And then when you get this stuff out, you have like your fuse box and all of your wiring and everything like that. Let me show that to you real quick. You guys, this is what the OEM switch panel looks like. You can see it has like the OEM colors. When I was watching some other videos on this, it looked like it was the exact same color and it looked exactly as if you would buy this part from Jeep. This thing is super sick. And under it, you have all of your fuse box stuff, your wiring and everything, and like your brackets and all that stuff we basically need to install this kit. So let's go get into the install. All right, the first thing you got to do is take the top off and then unscrew the screws on top so you can release the front windshield. There's going to be this little panel on the driver fender. You have to take out 4 bolts, 2 on the sides as well as 2 on the top. After you take out those bolts, you should just be able to pull out the panel. Here's the bracket for the fuse box that you're going to be putting in your engine bay next to your battery. So this is everything you're going to need to put in your engine bay. You have the wiring that you're going to run all the way into your Jeep, the bracket, and the fuse box. In your hardware bag, you're going to grab these 2 bolts, nuts, and washers and install the fuse box onto the bracket. And then in your engine bay, there's going to be a factory bolt as well as a bolt that comes with your kit so you can install your fuse box and bracket down there. Your fuse box and bracket are basically just going to slide down, and then you're going to get your factory bolt as well as the bolt that was provided in the kit and tighten down the bracket. So there's these little brackets that you can run your wires through. You just have to loosen them up, grab a flathead, and run the wires across your engine bay. And then you'll run the wires behind your brake fluid container. You'll just have to take those 2 bolts out and then reinstall them. And then you want to get a trim tool and take your speaker grill out. And then you have to take your wiper blades off. You just pop the little cap off of them and then unscrew them. And that will allow you to release the window and put it down. Or you run your wires, you're going to want to make sure you take out your speaker on the driver's side, and then you'll be able to run your wires up and through there into the dash and the interior. Now you need to get a trim tool and pop off the module for your climate control, and then you'll disconnect all the connections on the back of your climate control module. After you pull that out of there, there's going to be a little screw, and then you're going to grab your trim tool again and pull out your accessory panel. So you're going to have 2 wiring harnesses. You're going to connect those together, and then you're going to grab your cigarette lighter plug that comes with the Lasfit kit, plug that into there, and that's basically going to power your 2 switch panels. And after you do that, you're just going to want to pull out that little pocket right there. So this is what the switch panel looks like in your accessory panel. It does look fully OEM and the colors match up, which is super, super sick. After you put your switch panel in your accessory panel, you're just going to want to get the factory bolts from the little pocket and tighten it down. Now you're going to go back in there and you're going to take off this little panel that's under your steering wheel. So a panel above your steering wheel that you're going to have to slightly take off. There's going to be some screws, and then you're going to be able to pop it out and use your tilt lever to move your steering wheel so it pops out just a little bit so you can run your wiring harness down through there and then pop it out through the bottom, zip tie it, and put it into your accessory panel. Now you want to grab your accessory panel and basically plug everything back in that was OEM, and then you'll grab your wiring harness that you ran from the engine bay into the dash, plug that into there, and basically reinstall everything, as well as plugging all of your plugs back in for your climate control panel. Now you'll reinstall your climate control module, and then you'll get your plastic trim piece that goes under the steering wheel, reinstall that in, as well as the one on top. Now for your Lasfit wiring harness, there's going to be 4 different wires. They're all going to be labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're basically going to be connecting your accessory wires, the positives, to these wires right here, and then you're going to be grounding your negative wires off to the side. But with 1, 2, 3, and 4, those are 4 different buttons. And then you basically just want to put everything back together, like reinstall your wipers as well as that side panel and install all 4 bolts. And then you're basically done. This switch panel is super awesome. It looks super nice. We loved how it looked factory and OEM. The colors all matched up. It was absolutely awesome. I'm really hoping we can get the other switch panel, or at least the pocket on the side. I will say these switch panels have some really cool features, like they do dim and they do light up when you turn your headlights on or your running lights on. And the buttons are super clicky and they're super sick. They're not extremely loud.